All righty then, we're coming up on 6:07 here on this beautiful Monday morning, and we're going to get to the beauty, but first we got to get past the storms, Alex.
That's right. A lot of people getting to it now as we work our way through this Monday morning and think about what day it was. But we are talking about showers and storms still in parts of central Georgia. So let's get to it. I want to take you this morning live into the Dublin area. You're beginning to see the sun come up through the thick clouds and the rainfall there in Dublin. A lot of lightning continuing off to the east as we look live. There we go from the Fred Roberts building. It's also a loud morning in Dublin as people are sharing with me on Facebook, hearing thunder and have been hearing it for quite a while, even as the storms were approaching. So let's get back over to the radar and I'll show you the details here. There's Dublin here. This is going to be on the far side of your screen. A lot of lightning in and around the Kite area right now. That's moving into Emmanuel County. And then once we work our way into parts of eastern Lawrence County now into Trutland County, and this moving towards Soperton here in the next few minutes. Southern Lawrence County, it's still some heavy rainfall, most of the lightning up to the north, but then also back to the west as well into Dodge County. You can see that flare up of lightning we've had in and around the McRae area here in the past few minutes. That's moving in towards Alamo, Mount Vernon here in the next few minutes as well. Eventually eyeing Vidalia, we'll say in 20 minutes or so. Further down to the south into Telfair County. There we go with some storms moving into the area. Lumber City and Jacksonville next in line for these showers and storms as well. Some severe thunderstorm warnings down to the south. That's going to be Ashburn, Fitzgerald down towards Ben Hill County on into Tifton and Sylvester. Also further off to the west, take a look at the lightning over towards Newton and Arlington this morning. All of that continuing to slide down towards the southeast at about 60 miles an hour. So let's track this moving at 60. It might already be raining before the times you see here, but what I'm tracking is the heaviest parts of the storm here. So 6:09 in Soperton, you might see some rain before 6:09. In fact, you are. In fact, it's 6:08 right now, but the heaviest of the storm moving into these areas at this time. So Soperton, again, 6:09, Gillis Springs, about 6:12, 6:15 into Emmanuel County there in Swainsboro, Vidalia, about 6:26, and Hazelhurst at about 6:32 as this continues to slide towards the east now at 60 miles an hour. So moving fairly quickly on this Monday morning. Here we go with the surface map. A cold front up to the north. That's continuing to slide down to the south. As it does so, it's going to bring some drier air with it. We're really not going to feel the coolness from it, but nonetheless, it's going to help our weather because we're going to be looking at rainfall this morning and then drying out later this afternoon. So you can see on Future View, the storm's a little further along than what they're showing here. Regardless, we'll begin to dry out as we get later into the morning. There's 9 a.m. there, mostly dry across central Georgia. And then as we work our way through the afternoon, don't be surprised to see one or two showers. A couple of those could be on the heavier side, but I think the majority of everybody will stay dry through the afternoon. Anything we do see will be few and far between and short-lived. There we go into tomorrow morning, mostly dry. Tomorrow, mostly dry day. A couple storms possible in the evening. We'll see about that. Then we get to Wednesday morning, and then we could be doing this all over again, right? Here we go, south of Interstate 16. It looks like a pretty good chance of storms. There's 11 a.m. there on into the afternoon. Potentially another round of rain on Wednesday. So we're going to be watching for the threat of heavy downpours yet again. Maybe a couple strong storms embedded within that. As of now, no risk from the Storm Prediction Center like what we had this morning with the level 2. There we go into Thursday afternoon. Could be doing something again, right? So we're getting into that summertime pattern of waves of storms whirling their way through the southeast, and I do think that's going to be a distinct possibility this week before we begin to dry out on Friday. So for today, a high temperature of 87, clearing out this afternoon, winds out of the west 10 to 20, sunrise at 6:26, average high is 91 for this time of year. We'll get closer to that by the time we get to the weekend, but between now and then, a 60% chance of rain for Wednesday and Thursday, highs in the 90s beginning on Friday. Wanya, if you are looking for outdoor plans this week, I think Friday's probably the night to have dinner outside.
There we go.